I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
Today's
More.
You
No.
podcast.
Today I want to discuss 3 fundamental techniques in handling people and 6 ways to become more likable, discussed in How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. So no matter who you are, it's important that you're able to handle people effectively, as well as overall be likable. Nobody wants to be disliked, and if you aren't able to work with others, it's very difficult to ever find success with your endeavors. Virtually no one finds success alone, and you must be able to embrace working with others. And I believe that these principles that Dale Carnegie discusses are some of the most clear and fundamental ways of going about improving the way that you handle people as well as becoming more likable. So I first want to go through the 3 fundamental techniques for handling people better, and then from there, go into the 6 ways of becoming more likable. And I'm now going to start sharing the fundamental techniques in handling people better, starting with the first principle being to not criticize, complain, or condemn. And this is something that I've discussed repeatedly on the podcast, and it's really important to understand that there's no value in criticizing others. People rarely listen to criticism, and at the end of the day, somebody has to truly want to do whatever they're doing. You can't change somebody's mind until they're willing to change it themselves. So what's really happening when you complain and criticize others is just you're digging a hole that's going to be harder to climb out of, and it's going to be harder to convince them to do whatever you're trying to convince them to do. The second principle is to give honest and sincere appreciation. No matter who the other person is or what situation you're going through with them, they'll enjoy honest and sincere appreciation towards them. Everybody appreciates being appreciated, and there's not many things that you can do to improve a situation and become better connected with somebody than showing appreciation towards them and who they truly are. And then the third and final fundamental technique for better handling people is to arouse in the other person an eager want. And what this means is that when you're handling somebody and you're trying to get them to do something that's better for their life, some sort of way that's going to improve their life, you must paint the picture of what value it's providing in their own life and instill that motivation within them, rather than simply complaining about what they're doing or criticizing their actions and telling them that they need to do differently. By painting the picture of the beauty that comes with the change, you're going to assist in motivating them to do so. And now that we've gone through these 3 fundamental techniques, I now want to go through the 6 ways of becoming more likable. And by applying the 3 fundamental techniques I just discussed with these 6 principles, you'll no doubt be able to deal with people better, and people will enjoy dealing with you more. So the first way to become more likable is to become genuinely interested in other people. People can sense when you're present and truly enjoy spending time with them versus thinking about something else or being distracted. And it's crucial to be genuinely interested in whoever you're interacting with. Whoever you're interacting with will not only enjoy you and the conversation you guys are having more, but will also be better connected to who you are and what you're saying. Then the second way to become more likable is to smile. Everybody enjoys seeing a smile on their face, and people can become intimidated by those who don't smile regularly. So by smiling, you're showing a level of openness, and this level of openness will allow you to better connect with people, and people to enjoy being around you more. Then the third principle surrounding becoming more likable is remembering that a person's name to them is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. People truly enjoy being addressed by their name, they feel special, and they feel better connected to you. So in order to become more likable by not only remembering their name, but using their name throughout conversation, whoever they are will enjoy communicating with you more. Then the fourth principle is to become a good listener and encourage people to talk about themselves. More than not, people would rather talk about themselves than other people, and because of this, a lot of people aren't able to talk about themselves because the people that they're communicating with are busy talking about themselves. So by becoming a good listener and encouraging people to talk about themselves and asking them questions surrounding their lives, it's not only something that's more enjoyable for them personally, but something they'll also appreciate because most people don't ask about other people's lives and like to talk about their own lives instead. After that, the fifth principle is to talk in terms of other people's interests. And this ties into the previous principle, and it really surrounds just focusing on having communication surrounding what people are interested in rather than what you're personally interested in. And then from there, finding ways to connect with others through their own interests. Just like people want to talk about themselves, people also want to talk about what they're interested in and passionate about. So by steering the conversation and your interactions around that, they'll no doubt enjoy being around you more. And then finally, the sixth principle is to make somebody sincerely feel important. Everybody wants to feel important and valued. And at the end of the day, everybody is important and should be valued. So by you taking the time to do so, and understanding the fact that most people won't, you're going to strengthen your connections with those you interact with and become more likable. By applying these 3 fundamental techniques for handling people better, as well as the 6 ways for becoming more likable, you're no doubt going to enhance the level of connection you have with those you interact with. And if you're able to better connect with those around you, you'll no doubt be able to find higher levels of success and craft a life of significance that impacts others.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
More
You
no
podcast.